Tell me about your worst weekend.
Worst weekend? Well, I came in, there was probably 12 guys waiting to get processed, and this one guy, he has a mental disability, which makes really sad because he actually has on his conditions that you can't breach him for drugs because it's setting him up for failure. So he came in and he was smuggling some stuff in, and he didn't know where to put it. I guess he had it in his nostril first, pulled it out, and then there's all 12 of us. He just went by the door, stuck a finger right down his pants in his rectum there, and just started putting his pill away with I couldn't even describe the face he was making in front of all of us. We were so, I've never seen stuff like this before, so I'm like, hey, hey buddy, what the hell, right? And I had actually 2 friends in that weekend. Another friend had come in for driving prohibs. He'd done 3 weekends, so we were both just taken so back because this guy's also a business owner, late 30s, really respectable, and we were so blown away. And the worst part is when the guy got this finally out after digging around, I don't know what he was doing up there because it was a few minutes. You think he washed his hands or anything? No, he just started touching his face, stuff, and that for me was the worst because I'm kind of a germaphobe. This is the other thing. So you see it I won't even drink water out of the tap that comes out because it's right above the toilet and you don't know if somebody's pissed all over it and stuff. And people up there, it's kind of, some of them are kids. Somebody gets in segregation, they're going to flood their cell just to get out of their cell. So maybe they cover. So it means they plug their thing and 2 inches of shit goes up everywhere. This happened one of the weekends we were there. Luckily, I'm in one of the cell blocks that doesn't get affected, but as soon as we walked out, it smelled like sewage. And I'm asking the guard, what, do you guys own septic? I think it has to be changed. He's like, no, one of the guys flooded the entire cell block. I'm just glad I'm not in there, honestly, because I wouldn't take that very well either if one of my cellmates did that. That's just disgusting. And what's the point of that? You're flooding your own room. This is the behavior of children sometimes, right? I just don't understand that. But it also, obviously just shows that, idle hands, man. It's the devil's playground. You have to have these people doing something, at least, chasing goals, doing, some computer time, even if it's locked down so they can't go to some sites, something. Honestly, I wanted to bring some of my personal trainer stuff in and review it, but they don't like you bringing outside materials in. I started with novels now. So and they flip through real good and stuff like that. So kind of start there and try to work your way up to stuff that's actually progressively going to actually do good for you. But that was probably my worst thing just because I'd never seen anything like that. And when you think about it, it doesn't seem like that bad of a thing, but to me it was just disgusting, right? Just made me curl up. Ugh. And interestingly enough, this person, like I said, he had, he's setting up for failure. The next weekend he didn't show up for weekends because he had tried to rob somebody at knife point. Obviously he needed more drugs or something. Now he's full on inside and he's looking at years. And the kid was probably 25 years old, and he just was stuck at a level of, maybe of a preteen or something. He just didn't have the cognitive abilities to know what he was really doing, right? So, guys like that, he's been in and out of the system, they knew him so many times. Why are we still having problems with him? Why isn't he getting a better support, more support workers? As opposed to giving him money monthly, why not have his rent paid for, have a voucher for the food store instead of hearing him how he'd spend his monthly was just it's crazy, get paid, go buy drugs and live in the bushes, doesn't make sense. How you got something has to change. It just has to.